Oh, hey there, chat and humans, I guess. Currently, no music, but I might find some music that I like to use and that won't get me copyright striked later. Maybe I'll look for some. Yes. I think this is going to be an interesting stream, assuming some of y'all hop in here and start doing this with me. What's up, people? Ooh, Gabe is here. That's fun. Alrighty. So today, basically, like a little bit earlier, I started doing this. I project here. I don't know why the background is white like that. Anyways, I can create any card that I want with any numbers or anything that I want. I can even change the colors of it. I have a ridiculous one that's pink. Anyways, point is I have like complete control over these cards and I can make any of them that I want. And anyway, so I have this. And I just wanted to see, like I wanted to put some time in and thought into actually like seeing if this kind of BR extension would even work. And I've added, like I started because I had this project with Germany, right? And so I fixed that up and then started adding the rest. I'm starting from the top down. You know what I'm saying? You remember me making the memes? I know, I made some ridiculous ones. I mean, maybe there will be gameplays later. We'll see. We'll see if anyone's even in this. I'm interested to hear any of your guys' thoughts about any of these BR changes that I'm working on right here. There we go. No, this actually wasn't super hard. I mean, if you guys don't want to watch gameplay, then don't click on the thumbnail that has no gameplay in it, you know what I'm saying? Or don't want to not watch gameplay, you know? This step V3 there, but I just didn't make a new card for it. I just put the text on top. I was thinking the ones that are basically just the better one that we currently have with APS would be a higher BR, you know? So what do you guys think? Should I even include 2A8 in this, or should I just put the 2A7V at 13.7? Because honestly, like, that would also make a lot of sense. 2A7V is a pretty good starting point. I got to add the rest of the nations, though. And I think it would be funny to add Italy next. What do you guys think? Also, if anyone has like a no copyright music service that they actually enjoy and that has like good chill music, send that to me, because the ones I've found so cringe. So cringe. Okay, Italy. I'm grabbing the Italian MBTs. I'm going to chuck these in here. Okay, and then cringe is fun though. I don't like cringe music. Oh, it's so cringe. And some of the... Let's put the KF41 in here. That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? What do you guys think of this idea so far? Like, does it seem interesting actually, or not? Are you guys down to balance this with me? Something we like at the end? Something people agree on is what I'm actually looking for. You know what I'm saying? Balancing a huge game like this with so much going on is just better done as a group. Alright, I'd say C1 should be 12-0, honestly. Let me just gather up these Italian vehicles. And then they're not wanting to be stacked. It's okay. And then resize them. Just 1 second. I know I should have just kept them at a whatever. It is what it is. My mic? What's doing it this time? Who's angry? That's angry. Awesome. Yeah, I'll fix that. In just a moment. My mic might mute. Maybe. I could disable these plugins, but I don't know how it's going to sound at all. It's going to be rough. Anyways, MBTs. These things, I mean, they're definitely going to be a lower BR. I'm just going to make a super scuffed, like, deck tree. Don't mind me. I guess I'll put these together. But Aliete's in there, and then 2A4's in here. RGO's also rank 7. Thanks. These are in. Yeah. Rank 6. Obviously, the T72 is better than the 105. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, come on. Okay, hi. Things should be working. Unfortunately, I did a boo-boo when I reinstalled my new motherboard. And I wiped my licenses for my my noise cancellation program of all things. So there's going to be a bit more noise in the video. It is what it is. Or in the stream. It is what it is. Don't care. Rip. Okay. So these are the same rank, right? Strangely? Or no? No, VRCC doesn't have thermals, right? And I know it's 9.3. I haven't updated that one yet. And then 2A4, 2A7. Yeah, 41 is technically over here. Might as well keep that organization. And then this thing, is that even rank 8? No. Yeah, the 11.3 light tank is for some reason rank 7. Leopard 1 Cockerel 3105, is that thing? You think it's actually going to be arriving? Okay, anyways, I'll show you the kind of scuffed way that I've been overwriting the BRs. It's kind of stupid, but it is what it is. Or is it? Yeah. I just have this little patch that I put over it. It's super jank. Anyways, I think right when I was asking about the 2A7 and 2A8 question, that was when the issue appeared. So, what do you guys think? Should I fuck around with the 2A8 being 13.7, or should the 2A7 just be 13.7? And then 2A8 can just be like 14.0, like it doesn't matter. I could see either being valid. And I gotta grab this little patch as well. For these poor arietes, they should probably be at least a BR lower. I don't know if they should be a full BR. I mean, the AMV's like fast. You know, they're just. I mean, they're good. They're good tanks. They just have some problems. Are we sure about the 2A5 13.0 same BR as the 2A6? Yes, I am actually quite sure about that because like the long barrel really doesn't make a huge difference. It makes like no difference. You know, I think I'm gonna just put that. The vehicles that are not in the game will be not. Oop. This needs to be locked, I guess. What happened here? Anyways. It's like 30 mils more penny. It's a heavier, yeah. So 2A7V is going to be 13.7. And then, I mean, for all that the 2A7V has over the 2A6, what do you guys think? Should it really be 13.3? Should be 1 step or 2 steps difference? Ballistic, I think. Is it not clear what I'm doing by the title and the thumbnail? What do you guys think? ESO 11.3? I don't know. I mean, it's heavier. $13.3. No, Hans. There's no. This is not official. This is like completely unofficial, experimental. Because I've never seen anyone do this. You know, why is the PSO 2A5 and 2A6 the same BR? I mean, because me personally, I usually spawn the 2A6 before the PSO. I think the PSO is a side grade. Oh, you know what would be awesome if I could just do a poll with each one. That would be hilarious. That would take way too much time, though. Yeah, the fake vehicles that I added were just like a spitballing like type of idea where it's just like, well, I mean, what if? Gosh. Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to just account for only the vehicles we currently have in the game. That felt a little bit short-sighted. You know what I'm saying? So what about this? I don't really know. Gaijin would probably make the PSO higher than the 2A6. Yeah, I don't know though. Anyways, what do you guys think about if the 2A7 is 13.7? I think this is fair for some, or maybe fair. I'm not sure about the T80U though. I mean, the reason I have separated the BVM, 90M, and B3 in my mind is because of the gun handling being insanely good, right? The gun handling on the 80U is like trash. And the UK and the U are definitely like, they're equivalent to each other. That's fine. Might be okay at 12.3. Interesting. Right. Should a T80U fight a 2A7? That's what we got to remember here. But that means we might like miss out on some intermediate vehicles in some nations, you know? If the 2A7 is not every nation needs a top VR vehicle approach, yeah. There's that to consider too. I mean, these definitely not the same VR, obviously. Probably 12.3. I mean, they could change their shell too. You got to remember that they could easily have a different shell come into play. I don't know if y'all have seen this yet, though. I put the 2A4 at 11.3, PL at 12.7, and 2A4M at 12.7. Where are those leaks for next patch? Don't worry, I'll get right on it. And also the AA situation is interesting. Oh, you know which one I want to bring in here? Come here, you little bastard. I hope I have the card made already. You Reacherous vehicle. Come here. You will get spanked. BR wise. This would easily be the 13.3 AA. Or not 13.3, 13.7. Probably the only one in the game. Obviously. You. Go away. But then, you also kind of got to consider that, do you really want 12.3? Is there any like really dangerous 12.3, 12.0 casts that should really get spanked though, you know? Like maybe this should be 13.0. Because you want to have it actually see more aircraft to be effective. But, you know, I'm talking about a Russian AA, so y'all probably hate me. Like the Flarak rod, though, you know? Maybe it should be 12.7 so it can see the top BR casts. That should be the top BR AA vehicle, so they have a wide spread of use. You know what I'm saying? Probably. I don't know though. Pantsir is like. Yeah, Norvex is giving you ass cancer. Do you have any comments? Did anyone say what they thought about the BVM and 90M BRs, and also in relation to the 2A7V? Because I think, the BVM is good. BVM's the better of the two. I almost put. Yeah, that's very true, Gabe. I almost put the BVM higher than the 90M just because it's just way better, like realistically. I might just put this back at 12.0. I did like that. What is Optimus saying? He's on the copium. Oh, everybody air focus. That's true. Because you got to consider the BVM has better reload thermals, better autoloader in general with the more shells, better mobility in general. Almost equivalent armor, but it doesn't have a laser warning receiver, and it doesn't have a commander sight or spall liner. Based Affinity Gamer, yes sir. The M1A1, I did a bit of this. Let's just shift focus onto something else. What do you guys think about the US BRs? Right. So the SEP V2 is good. Definitely, we got to remember the Ariete is at 13.0 right now. It could honestly be. You guys see how actually kind of difficult this is? Have you noticed yet how this is actually quite difficult? But I don't think the SEP V2 is on the same playing field as the 2A7V. 2A7V is like the North Star of the new BR adjustment we're trying to do, 13.7. I don't really think there's anything else on the level of the A7V. Oh, Norb, you think 90M should be 13.7? Interesting. Yes, but I'm one guy. I know, I'm trying to involve you guys, though. That's why I put it up on the stream, just hang out, talk about BRs. 122? Yeah, I could add those too. Eventually. I think this is the right one. B+. Yeah, I know. 90M should definitely not be 13.7. That's what I'm saying. I don't have the 122B+ in here yet, but I could just be hyper ADD and just grab them. It doesn't really matter the speed at which we do any of this. It's all about really putting some thought into just the consideration, considering all variables, experience with the game, etc., etc. We're just having a good time, okay? Are you here to have a good time? I am. I'm having a great time. Auto distribute. Get out of here. Okay, never mind. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm stopping. Sorry. Stop yelling at me. Put them all approximately and then come back to compare. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Just using these so there's a little bit of separation. Some semblance of organization. Okay. 122B+ PLSS. Put these below the numbers as a layer. Kind of cursed. BVM should be 13.7. Mobility saves it. The mobility is a really big factor to consider with the BVM. I agree with you there. But you just got to remember, like, how Leopard 2s play. You know, they're really, really good. They really are. Extremely good. Isn't that how it is in them there tech tree there, brother? And then this, Nah, this thing's that rank. 90M Spall Liner's the only one working ATM? Norb, why are you coping today, friend? But not enough to make it the same BR as the likes of an Abrams Charlie. Black Knight's better than the Lep? You mean this thing? Probably. Every Swedish 122 should go to 13.7? Bro is serious about it. Let me get over here, patch these up so you guys don't go crazy on me. And 13.7. Is it even... What do you guys think? Doesn't no B plus have a full spall liner? And all the 122s have a full spall liner, right? I mean, I'll be dead honest with you. I think the PLSS should be 13.7. There may be reason to put the 122 at a different BR. Maybe not, though. I mean, funny sight. Or maybe like this. And then 2A6. What was 2A6? That was just 13.3. Oh, we still have this weird shit going on. I don't know about that. All the 122s have this ball liner, yeah. And the better armor. And they're faster, but the thermals. I'm kind of happy with this, but I'm open to changes. And then the 2A4s, I believe I had just put these at 11.3 in the German tree. Not sure how I feel about that yet. I haven't really gotten that far in the whole process in regards to that. Gabe just doesn't miss. It is lower pen. I mean, this seems fine to me. They got the commander site, yeah. The PLSS do be quite goofy. I'm just going to leave that. I'm just going to leave that right there. And so we got to remember, like, 12.3 is our safe BR, right? 12.3 is the BR that we have to use for MBTs that are, really good, but shouldn't face the best vehicles in the game. You know what I'm saying? 9120, you're right. The folder that I grabbed these from is by vehicle class, so I got to grab the light tanks. Let's throw 9040C in there just for fun. And since we're here, do I even need to do that? Yeah, whatever. Since we're here, grab the AA. The IDEO. And as red, why not? Why not? ITO is going to be an interesting consideration due to its effectiveness in general. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. It will definitely be a higher BR than the Florak route, I'll tell you that right now. I think I fucked that up, but it's okay. We can recover when we employ brain cells during thinking process. Oh, is this the one that's like, yeah, I know what's going on. There we go. They're just smaller, different aspect ratio. If Flarock is 12-0, Tiger won at 2-7, no. And then do the little distribute thingy. There we go. ITO. It doesn't really matter the organization. Azrad. Things can be overlapping. I think CV9120 should be a rank 8 vehicle. There's no reason not to. Isn't 9040C rank 7? I'm actually not sure. ITO. So 12.3. And you know that makes sense, because remember, 13.7 is our highest BR, is our absolute top tier with all the bullshit casts and all that stuff, you know? So I think 12.3 actually makes a lot of sense for the ITO. Auto Tragic? Oh, you're right. I have to save that poor little thing. Put it at a proper BR. Oh, you know which one I also need is the HSTVL. Auto Tragic, he says. Come on now, boy. You don't gotta be talking like that about your precious automatic. Auto Magic, rank 6. Legit though. Like, you know. I'm just gonna embrace chaos with the placement of that. Fight me later about it. $13.7. I agree. I think we should create a whole new BR for the automatic. It just outmatches everything on the battlefield. It's crazy. Honestly, what if it just stayed at 11.3 or like even 11.0? I don't know. I did not do the links yet. I haven't done every one of these. Put that motherfucker at 11.7. Because the BRs are going up, right? So we'll just leave it there for now. Or maybe, honestly, like, might even just leave it. Everything else is going up around it, so it's fine. That is a little bit scuffed. That's fine too. I mean, with the new top being like, I'll just do that for a second. And 11.3 for the 2A4 as well. $2S38 Strela. Oh my god, it just keeps going. It never stops. All the good things to balance. This is why it takes so long, because there's so many vehicles. Do I even have the 2S38? Yeah. You treacherous, cancerous object shall be banished. I almost wanted to put it in rank 8, but I don't think I don't think that would be right. Remove Strela and the game is saved. Bro really hates the Strela. I mean, what about 11.7? I mean, other things are going to move up below this too. Like, I probably want to move the overall, like, balancing somewhere in, like, rank 4 overall. $11.7 for terms is crazy. Did I? I think I might have just not done that yet, really. This is not complete, by the way. This is not final at all. Hush. They're not aligned perfectly. I know. It's messy. It's dirty. Get over it. CV9120 might even be fine at 13.0. I mean, it's an insane vehicle. This could probably just put it at 11.0 for now. Now, I could continue adding vehicles. You guys want to talk about Challengers for a second? I think Challengers are pretty cool. The MP2M, I know. Terms should be the same as 2A4. So I don't know what to do with these Challengers. Should the ones with the add-on armor like even be a higher BR than the others? Probably not. And they shouldn't fight 2A7s. I mean, this definitely should. This could even be 13.0. $13.3? 13.0? I mean, Gaijin is never gonna accept something like this because they don't accept that the top tier vehicles they've chosen are not equivalent in performance. You know what I'm saying? And then Black Knight. The whole thing with the Challenger 3 and the Black Knight and 2E, it's just like really interesting because they're side grades to each other. 2E is really fast. You got to remember 2E is extremely fast with a good reload. But then also the Abrams is. Challenger 3 TD is going to lose its laser warning system. Oh, that's fun. But is the Black Knight really that much better than the Challenger 3 TD? I don't know. What did you guys think of my Abrams? Balancing, right? So we got SEP V2 and SEP at the same BR 13.3. And then you lose the thermals. You go back to Gen 1 thermals with the M1A2, so I dropped the BR. And then the HC and the clickbait, I was like 12.3 is fine. Because the aim is not better than the M1A2. But it kind of is. Aim could even be 13.0. I almost considered that. You guys think this should be 12.7? Could make more sense. And then 12.3 for the M1A1? 12.0 for the IPM one? Because remember, we're trying to give space to the lower BRs. And so you see this, 10.3 vehicle in the current game. See you later, Bonnie. 10.3 goes up to 11.3, basically. That's where we're getting at here. So we give a full BR of space in this area. There's a lot to consider. If the, I don't know, I think it should probably be 13.0 if it's the Gen 2 thermals and I think it's better than the HC. Was it 292? I haven't done any event vehicles yet. So 2S38. 12.7? Gaming? Mm-hmm. What do you guys think about this? Does this even make sense? In the Cent 120, with that thing at 13.7, I know a lot of people want to just see the 2S38 suffer. Really? You think maybe max at 11.7 for this Cent 120? Interesting. I didn't expect that. Willing to consider all things, though. It definitely shouldn't be equal BR to the 2A4. Really? Cent 120? I think Cent 120 should be a higher BR than 2A4. Assuming, of course, this is assuming that 2A4 does not get a different shell during this balancing, this theoretical balancing, you know? I just moved the thing over to this. It doesn't have to be at that. I mean, that's probably what the Bradley would move up to. I mean, like M3A3, you know? It should be 12.7 easily. I mean, that's, yeah. I would agree with that. And then its friend can also be the same. They were both. Oh, Gabe, which 2A4 do you mean? Like 2A4M or T80 UK? Yeah, it's over here. I'm at 12.7 right now, but I'm still not exactly feeling final about any of this T series stuff yet. I didn't even touch most of these up here either. Normal 2A4. Well, the normal 2A4 is 10.3. So I figured for the like 2A4 and M1 Abrams like comparison, you know what I'm saying? They could both easily go up a full BR in this theoretical change. What did I do with T90? It's 12.0. Not really done with that either. You think 11.3 is fine? Some of the event takes, yeah, very much so a mess. Bishma 11.7. Maybe I'll just spend a bit going around with these little patches. It's not going to be perfect, but it's fine. T80 UE1. Yeah, I put the T80U E1 at the same BR as the B3. Andrew, this is speculation. Complete, just having fun. Oh, I see, Gabe. I see. Got you. It's so much room to play with. And see, that makes the 120 better than the Ariete, which I think it definitely... It could be considered to be better. I mean, you have wheels and less gun depression and a faster reload. There's trade-offs. You say LWS is a huge buff? Mm-hmm. Lots to consider, my friends. Many things to consider. I don't have the T80UD in here either. It's not yet available. What do you guys think about T80B? Right? So in live, T80B is the same BR as 2A4 and M1 Abrams. But I don't know. His but a dream. I know. Maybe not as good as a 2A4. Interesting. Gudgeon would probably not be very happy to have no 11-3 like matched BR thing. They're very goofy like that. T72B and then the 89 should be how many steps above? Did you mean 12? Oh yeah, this is like I just put these here randomly. I mean they pretty much have the same protection. It's a very minimal difference. But they could be 10-7. Right, so the terms. Oh, the 2S25M. Yeah, I forgot that one as well. There's not a lot of space here. Make some more space. Add some light tanks. Sprout. Cool, BMP2M joins us. And then, no, I'm not going to bother with that. I was going to get the BMD, but it's whatever. Trying to keep up with chat. You guys are acting up right now. Just chill out over here. It's fine. That thingy, and then this thingy. I mean, I would honestly argue that this could be in that rank, like Soga the 2S25 be in a higher rank than it currently is, I believe. Unless it, no, it is in rank 7. The spread is great. Yeah, it should, yeah, I know, right? It shouldn't see 2A7s, which is what it would if you put it 12-3, then it wouldn't see the top tier, which I think be a great placement for that, actually. I agree, my friend. What a lovely BR that is. And then this, I consider the sprint to be very good. I'm just going to put it there for the moment. $12.0 for the sprint, you think? I could see that. Should be significantly lower than the Cent 120. What do we put that at? 12.7, right? Yeah. I can see that. Sprut M is still a very, very good vehicle, but I can see that. This could even go down to like 10.7 maybe, but I'm not sure what's going on here. So like, let's work from the top down. You guys ready for this? Let's work from the top down. So the highest BR Russian vehicle is going to be the BVM and a 90M. I think leaving them at the same BR of 13.3, which wouldn't be the highest BR, I think it makes sense. It's definitely a difficult question because like the 2A7 is clearly, I would say, the best tank in the game. And that should be the highest BR vehicle in the game. 13.7 for the 2A7 pretty much exclusively. And then we got some of these Swedish ones because they're really good too. And the Russian tanks, they're very good, of course. People do very well in the top tier Russian tanks, but they're just like not on the same level. I could maybe be swayed to move the BVM up, but I mean the 2023 BVM would be the one that takes that place in my mind. Or is it 2024? Do the cool thing. Wouldn't the 287 Hungarian one be better than the German one because of the 50 cal? No, they should just be the same BR. I mean, the 50 cal doesn't really give you that much. 2023, doesn't it? Please tell me it has a commander sight and possibly a better reverse. There's a lot of things that are not confirmed about it, but we'll just put that there for now, okay? There will be a 13.7 Russian MBT eventually. Anyways, and then we step down. So in my mind, the B3 is a 13.0 vehicle. Like B3 is not as good as the 90M because of the survivability, the armor, the spall liner, but it has 3BM60 Gen 2 thermals. So it's the same in that regard. And it has better mobility because it's lighter. Right? But I want to leave room for the rest of the stuff, of course. So the next vehicle in the tech tree, you could consider it as the T80 UK, of course, but that's Squadron. So you have the T80U, which has Gen 1 thermals, a worse shell, the same mobility basically as the top tier BVM, and way worse gun handling. So I don't really feel like that would be 12.7 in my mind. Yo, what's up, Yusef? Thank you very much. I don't know. Uh-huh. And then the T80 UK, I mean, it just has like more smoke grenades and a laser warning receiver, so it's not really that different from the U. 12.3, Gabe, exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's why I had it at 12.3 before. Because the gun handling is just so bad. It's just so bad. And this is why I put the 2S25M at 12.3, because I was like, well, it has better gun handling technically. I mean, the vertical's still shit. Anyways, I'm going to leave that at 12.0 because the armor is a factor to consider. Where the Merkava's at, I haven't done those ones yet. BMP2M. So where did I put the VCC 8030? So the M3A3 Bradley is 10.0. The VCC 8030 was 10.0. I'm thinking of moving the Bradley to 10.7 as well. Yo, placeholder, you appreciate that. And then we, of course, have like the KF-41 and the Freccia. I think the cap for IFVs with autocannons is probably going to cap out at 11.3. This is not a final BR right here either, by the way. So you could do, I'm going to leave it at 11, like 3, 11.7. I mean, isn't it still the only direct fire ATGM IFV thingy that can fire on the move? Because the spikes can fire on the move, but they're not, very controllable. And then again, it's not even that useful to be able to fire on the move. However, it is if you're doing a quick stop. We'll just leave it there for now. Because what we're doing, yes, these things right next to it. Okay, let's keep doing this. So we got T80U 12.3. I like that. You could then leave the T80 UK at 12.7. However, the only reason you would be doing that is for the increased amount of smoke grenades and the laser warning receiver. I don't think we really value those two things enough to do one full BR step. You guys feel me with that one? And then the T90A, while it does have 3BM60, it's slower than the T80U. It has a worse reload, less ammo in the autoloader, worse gun depression, worse, reverse gear. So it has to be lower than the T80U. Like, it just has to be. So that's why I put that at 12.0 initially. I think I like it there. And then we got the T80B. And just try to keep your mind in the isolated to Russian vehicles. Don't think about other vehicles right now, because we're just trying to make sure that these BRs make sense. Then we can look at some other ones, you know what I'm saying? So the T80B, obviously better than the T72B. I think these two, the B and the 1989, they should just stay the same BR wherever they end up. Should be 11.3 TBH, yeah, right? Like, because it's got 3BM42 Gen 1 thermals, good mobility, decent armor. T64B typo, what? Oh yeah, I just haven't touched that yet. Have not touched that one. Do that for now. It's just because I copied over the thing and didn't change the number. Hee hee. We'll do these in a second. Yes, Julius, what's up? Jacob, what were you asking speculatively? Oh, 0.5 BRs. Oh, that's what you were talking about. I see. I do like the 0.3, 0.7 thing. You know, it's nice. UM2 will be fun to place. Yeah. Huh. And I can get the Chrysanthema in here eventually. Let me just be ADD for a second and grab the Tunguska Strela. I don't have the new Shoka card made yet, but I can do that easily. Couple of things and stuff. Wide Tunguska. I mean, I personally think the Strela is more efficient than the Tunguska, even though it has no radar. But I know that's probably not going to fly in like an actual shipped BR adjustment scenario. There's no way. I think somebody suggested 10.3 for the BMP3 earlier. I'm gonna just chuck that in there for now. Yo, thanks, Nick. And what's up, Fox? Welcome to a non-gameplay stream. Aboxy has returned. Hello. Sorry about the audio, but by the way, guys, noise cancellation kind of went bye-bye because of an unfortunate issue. And the mid-mobile. I mean, isn't it rank 7? He can just hang out with the Sprut. No, I'll make him another tech tree line. Bing chilling. Chrysanthema. Chrysanthable. I gotta expand this artboard a little bit though. Whole lot of tech trees going on here. Oh, they're all out of the artboard. My bad. Sorry, everybody. Don't get mad. Little icons. Stay with me. Risen Tema's easy 13.7. Y'all wild. I mean, it's not the most particularly effective vehicle. Tongian Strela 12.0. What's up, Gideon? Okay, I did place these. Pantsier 13.3, Flaracrod 12.0, ITO 90M 12.3. And then Tunguska 12, 11.3. It's your 13.7. I know. It should be one step below. I almost did do 11.7 for that. Shouldn't Panseer be 13.7? Why did we decide? There was a reason why we put Panseer at 13.3. Oh yeah, I placed it there because there's some like nasty cast that you can still face. Dude, same. I have more success with Estrella than the Tunguska too. So it could see 12 threes. That was the idea of it. Because like we don't want cast to just be completely unruly, but then again, they're still gonna have to face Estrella and Tunguska. I mean, Tunguska's like, I'm not even really that scared about the Tunguska. It's your 15.7. Let's see how that feels. 12.3. It's just a huge gap. But it is a huge gap in capability. To be fair, It's literally a massive difference. Does it make sense to you, Soup? What do you mean, 13.7? Does it make sense? Hey, yo, Fox. Appreciate that, man. What's my favorite tank? Type 10. It's not here right now, but Type 10. Then what SPAA in-game is 13.7? It's an interesting balance consideration, isn't it? But Soup, so the thought is like, with current BRs in the game, you have 11.7 as the highest ground BR, and then you have 12.7 as the highest aircraft BR. But aircraft go up to 13.7, right? So if we're going to move the ground BR up to 13.7 as well, then there's going to be a whole set of BRs like 12.3 and stuff like that don't see top tier. So they would, because like 12.3 cast, the thing I was trying to do is like keep AA within a good range to see a wider array of BRs, which I know everyone hates, like Russia, right? But if it was at 13.0, for example, or even 12.7, right? So just like picture this. If the Panzer S1 is 12.7, then it can see 11.7 casts and 13.7 casts. It can see the widest range of BRs. However, I think we would all like to not face the Panzer in our 11.7, like actual 11.7 aircraft anymore. There is actually not a whole lot of 11.7, like really good strike aircrafts though, right? Like 11.3. It's like Phantoms with unguided, right? Early GBU and Maverick, exactly. So the Panzer needs to be higher, right? It needs to be. So you do 13.0. And then there's some 12.0 casts, but it's like slow stuff, slow stuff with, you'd argue the pitch should be, the Panzer should be 13.7, the casts BR needs to be standardized is basically what you're saying. Let's just keep it at 13.3 right now, because I think that makes a lot of sense. The 12.3 cast is where you do start getting like much more long range capability, right? Guys, check me on that because like there's a lot of aircraft in the game, various BRs, and you got to remember that this BR would be their air BR, so you got to not look at the ground BRs for them because we're imagining a world where we remove the difference between air and ground BRs, maybe to the effect that we have, and just like so the 13.7 aircraft would just be 13.7. Anyways, Panzer S1 being 13.3. The next best AA is the ITO 90, right? But saying that doesn't really mean that the ITO 90 should be 13.0, for example. And then the ITO 90 probably shouldn't face 13.7 casts. So I like 12.3 for this. I do. You guys let me know. Do you like this 12.3 for the ITO? And then we go to the Flak rod, which is not very good. But it still has the same missiles as the ITO. So it being 12.0, I can see that being like that. That's cool. Flak Panzer 1. What about Roland's? You know? I mean, I'm like 11.3 even? Because currently I have the 2A4 at 11.3. 2 missiles before reload kills it. I know. Roland's are trash. Right. Yes, they are. And then I guess this could go to like... So it's at 9.7 right now. So it's going to be in the 10 range, I would say. 10.3? And then maybe Ocelot 10.0 even? Because obviously the having guns, it makes you better than the one like without the guns. So, duh. 10.7, you guys think? I almost thought 10.7 as well. And then the Ocelot would be, 1 BR below it just because the guns. And couldn't the 1A2 get ahead eventually? I'm not sure. Weasel 1A2, I mean, it might not even move it in BR, honestly. But I still do plan to move things that are below here, right? And I have the 1A5 at 10.3 and then the A1A1 at 10.0. I haven't touched these yet. You guys want to go deeper into the BR stack a little bit real quick? Everything 10.3. Get shafted. I could also add in some of the other nations to this project. We could look at some other tanks too, Leclerc's and such. What did placeholder text say? 35 slaps too hard to the same BR as the Ocelot. Yeah. Oh yeah. W10.3 lineup. Here's these. Probably, honestly, I would value the 10. I might even do 11.0. And put this one on the here. Get undo that. Because like Puma's good, but the Puma with spikes would probably be a higher BR than the TAM2. So yeah, like I could see that being 11.7 maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Puma's so sad. Back to 8.7. TAM could be 11.7. It legit could. Well, you gotta remember, what is it? 430 mils a pen? But it has Gen 3 thermals, good mobility, good gun handling, scouting, scout drone. The light tanks, like the high BR light tanks, are just so effective in my opinion. Top B Puma, put 182 on the end? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We love our theoreticals. And do you think it would? I'd put it in rank 8. Like, why not, right? Why not, right? Have some fun with it. And then a glorious A2. Oh, isn't that a beautiful thing? Don't you guys want to see that in game? Oh, sheesh. Oh, hi, Scipio. That tree fitty. It's also got laser warning system. Uh-huh. Or maybe TAM2C should go... Anyways. Radkampfwagen. And 2K, do you guys think this separation for 2K and 2A4 is valid? Thank you, Scipio, you goober. What do you guys think it should be? 11-0? True. I think that does make more sense. You guys are right. We're all being really schizo, not finishing things, though. What about the T72? Let's finish this. Maybe a little bit of focus for 2 seconds. Talking to myself. So I think we actually decided that the 80B would be 11.3. I mean, dude, if the T80B is 11.3, then there's no way the B is just one step below it. They're equal, you said? Well, no, the T80B is way faster. That's what I was thinking too, creepy. Like, it or maybe we want to rethink the T80B. Should it be 11.7? It probably could be. Nah, Scipio, we shouldn't focus. What do you mean? Focus is for... We don't need that here. Yo, see you later, Julius. One without thermals and original. Interesting. God. 89 has better armor, though. T80U at 12.3? Yeah. It makes sense when you think about it. It really does. What is this worth under fanfiction? Yeah, basically, focusing on reserve, that's where we should be. And then what do you guys think? Is the Contact 5 enough of a difference to separate the B and the 89? T64B and 89 are equal? I mean, not necessarily. You reckon yes? You guys are talking about the difference on the B series ones? Yeah. And then terms, I would take the terms over the 89 every time. What about you guys? The thermals. I am very tempted to keep the B at 64B at the same BR as the 89. We're getting there. I'm liking it. Misalignment. They're almost the same. I was thinking that too. It's like, it's Contact 1, and they're very similar. There's some differences, though. Isn't one of the turrets slower? Am I sending this to Gaijin? I might make a video out of it. We'll see. I could get the TAUD in here. Just give me 1 second. Don't mind me. Might as well just not include a BR in it because I'm not gonna. You guys are peeking past the curtain right here. Oh, whoops. They have the same turret rotation speed. Interesting. On the War Thunder Wikipedia page, you can actually grab the icons from the tech tree by going to the respective page and inspecting the element. The more you know. Nerd moment. Don't mind me. I think I also got to get the T80 UM2. I don't have that icon yet. And the 292 also can be invited to the party. And I'm just going to put these in downloads like some lazy guy. Okay. Place. Wonder if I can like do a shift click and displace all those. That'd be kind of cute. And now you guys can see the secrets of how I make my bullshit leak. Stuff. Haha, so funny. And the premium and the talisman. And you know what? I am actually going to include the current real BR just because I'm going to put this away into a thing. For organization's sakes. You hear me now? We got to stay organized, brothers and sisters. We got to stay organized to succeed. You hear? And this boy's 11.0, isn't it? 101.0. Mm-hmm. That's me. Oh. Did anyone notice that I did it wrong? You guys are so silly. You're over there talking about BRs. Talking about... Nah, somebody probably noticed. Put my boy 279 back to 8.3. Oh boy. You want to place him 101.3. Ridiculous, man. Okay, that. Good. Then the UM2. Very, very silly. In the event vehicles. And Mr. 292. Still somehow 10-3. Not really sure how that works. But we don't ask Gaijin questions. We just let them sell us new premiums. Simple. Hello, lovelies. I can't read. What's this button do? Shit. No. This one here will save the day. I have two different cards in different formats. There we go. TDUD 11.3, 292 11.7, UM2 12.0. I could see that. UM2 has thermals, right? Or no? UM2 is the one that doesn't have thermals, I think. And it should probably be a rank 8 view, but it's fine. Make a little bit of space for these. Oopsie. UM2. Yeah, no thermals? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it shouldn't be the same as the other two for sure. Hold on, I gotta use this one. And then these things go away down here. There we go. Gaming. 12.0. It makes sense to me. It's missing a feature from the vehicle and it also gains a feature that's not particularly useful. I didn't do the Wolfpack. Yeah, I haven't done everything yet. 292 still has way too much gun depression. Yeah. I know. If you look at the 292's model, it's clearly not able to depress its gun that much. It clips into the driver's viewport, like, very obviously. Oops. You do that in not a stupid way. And then what were you guys saying about the 292? It's probably just be 11.3 or 11.7. Honestly though, it should be a higher BR than the T80B because the mantlet is so, like, broken and strong now. What do you guys think? 11.7, yeah, y'all already say 11.7. Okay, cool. I think we're on the same page there. The reload is a difference. 12.0? I mean, it has the best shell in the game, of course. And the gun is the delete cannon. Yeah, exactly. And then Mr. T80UD, you should be... The T80UD is such an interesting one because it has 3BM42. It has the 6.5 second reload with the expanded autoloader. It has the good optics. Like, it has really good zoom, doesn't it? And it has, it has okay mobility, but the reverse gear is obviously bad. No thermals. And T80U armor. So the armor from a 12.3 tank in this situation that we have created. So I was already thinking, that's why I placed it physically here. I was like, it should probably be higher than the terms. I feel like the differences that it has do outweigh the thermals and whatever on the terms. The armor is the main point. Exactly. So I think that makes sense. Where were we at with this? So we have the T80B. Obviously, a T72B is not one step below a T80, just mobility-wise. Apes together strong. Yes, my friends. I just don't really know if I care too much about the difference between the Contact 1 and the Contact 5. I'm very much considering this and then this. And then T72A, of course, would be... T72A. Sorry, this BR for this thing over here is definitely not final either. It's something else. And in the lineup as well. I see. I would say the T64B is better than the T72A. So those should be different, which would mean it could be 10.0 or slightly lower. And then obviously this has no laser rangefinder. So 9.7. Not having a laser rangefinder is bad. And wouldn't that mean this, because this is at 9.0 in the actual game? I can find out. 9.3. I'm actually not sure. This could be old. T72A is still insanely good for the BR, yeah. You could almost sway me to put it on the same BR as the 64B. You could almost. T72A 10.7? Wait, hold on. Did somebody tell me about, like, what's the true difference between the 64B and the A, right? I think the B has better armor. It could be 10.7. You're right. You're totally right, actually. It really could be. And then this could be 10.3. Which would also mean, so remember this. T72A being 10.3 would mean it can fight Leopard 2A4s in this current configuration that we have. Also remembering that is possible in the current version of the game. So this balancing, it kind of do be making sense, though. All I'm saying is it do be making sense. And then this could go to 10.0 even. Kind of quirky. You just got here. What are we doing? We're balancing the game like Gaijin refuses to do. C64 10A, yeah. 10.0, I got you. Yeah. And then 9.7 for this guy. I can see that. Anyways, that allows us to go back over here and do, oh wow, look, it was already 10.3. KPZ70, okay. KPZ70 is definitely better than the T72, that's all I'm saying. Anyways, next. But is the M48 Super really better than the T72? Some of you may consider that to be true. Shitty dart, I know, but the mobility, the 20mm, and the reload, right? Mobility, 20mm, and reload. Let me just align these up really quick. You can switch them around again later if we want. Yeah, KPZ has a 6.0 reload. So, I mean, it could stay the same BR. Well, then again, remember that this would be it moving up one BR. So it's not like it makes no sense, you know? But this thing right here, I guess it would go above the T72 because it's kind of a piece of shit. It's kind of trash, not gonna lie. I know a lot of you probably like the M48 Super, but it's probably a 9.10. I like it when I think of a BR and then I look over at chat and you guys are thinking the same thing. Maybe even 10.7 for mobility. Oh, you're saying the KPZ? Or the oh yeah, I haven't done these yet. These are just placeholder for people that see that. Are you guys talking about the mobility on the KPZ? Yeah. Let's do that for now. And then 10.0. Now this thing's 8.0 right now. 8.3. I mean, we could just do 9.3, just kind of randomly. It's not like it doesn't make any sense. But the curious say, yeah, no stabilizer is troublesome. 9.7 for this, you think? Wouldn't low tier have to be compressed for this to work? No, because we still are moving vehicles up right now. I want to probably, like I said, somewhere in rank 4 is where the moving would stop, in my opinion. Is M48? What are you saying? 9.3. I would say maybe it could be 9.7. It's feasible. And as laser rangefinder, yeah, laser rangefinder, 4-second reload, Gen 3 thermals, and a scout drone. I need to take the vehicles I balance and roll a dice to decide whether they, yeah, I got you. It's better than Leo 1, it's not trash, yeah. But it's unstabilized too, so you gotta remember. The unstabilized part is really, really bad. So if the stabilized A1A1 is 10-0, then what would a Leopard 1 be? The first stabilized Leo is 10-0. Oh, you know what this creates a problem with? That the, oh yeah, this was just some... But the M48 Super is surely better. Maybe it should just be 10-3 still. I mean... This does not look right here. You know, 1A5, 48 Super, because this is a better shell. Tentatively 8.7. Yeah, I could see that for the Leo 1. But this, something ain't right. Because this has thermals. Right? M48 Super has thermals? So ain't no way it's going to be the same BR as the A1A1. Yeah. This does make sense. Big light Panzer. Right, we kind of didn't really finish with this shit over here. Kind of a cluster. What do y'all think about, like, maybe even moving... Oh, let me fix this thing really quick. Maybe even moving around the TAM2C and the Puma 1A2 thingy? And... there. Okay, now I can freely grab these things. What do we got going on over here? 11-0 big light. I was kind of thinking that. A1A1 should likely be equivalent to the AM1. Well, you got to remember gun depression and reload speed. I know the AM1 is really good. Yeah, Puma 1A2 would imply that it does get spikes. Yeah, A1A1 has no laser. I know. There's a lot to consider. You guys see this? Rodkampfwagen. I mean, it could even move past the Puma. Right? What do you guys think about this? I don't know, though, if, like... So let's say that. What did I do to the KF-41? Did I do anything to that thing? It's 11-0. So this is a vehicle that's in some ways better than the Puma. However, it has crew in the turret, and the Puma does not. You know, but spikes. I don't know if I could really see the Puma with spikes being 12.0. What do you guys really think? Anyways, I do like the TAM2C being 11.7, and I just haven't touched the Puma, base Puma's BR. Should it even be that different? Neighbor needs to be placed somewhere. I know it will be eventually. Top tier is 1.7 BRs higher than 12.0, so it's the same as it is now in live. You're right. Namer 11.3. I honestly would also place the Namer at 12.0, probably, maybe 11.7. I mean, you know, Puma is still a really good vehicle. You gotta remember that. I think it's great at 10.0. I could see these things being 11.0 to start, like IFVs with a crewless turret. But then where would the Radkampfwagen really go? Let's just say Radkampfwagen placement relative to the 2A4, and like, so this would mean it could face 11.7 stuff, which isn't really a thing right now. No thermals, extremely good mobility. This gun is very good. Isn't it only DM33? I do kind of feel like 10.7 is good. I'm not even feeling like touching it. So I think that means something. Just stick with that. There we go. Okay. This random rocket den is here. Chilling. It's a lot to work on. I didn't do the CTCV 105 yet. Or the Cent 105s. Do we even want to go into this rank? Somebody also said 8.7 they thought for the Leo one. I think one time I claimed I could do this in like a week. I think I got to retract that. Look what else is 10.7. Yeah. What else is 10.7 right now? Not much. Yo, see you later, Voxy. I can't do a week in chat. KPZ should be 10.3. I know you guys hate that shell, don't you? But it has insane mobility, a good reload, and a 20 mil. And insane gun handling, too. And you don't think it's on the on par with the B. I mean, the B does have much higher pen. I do recognize that. I don't know if I really feel like a T72A is on the same. I've never agreed with that in game either. Like the 9.3 T72A and KPZ, just meh. KPZ is just so capable. And yeah, I was thinking that Big Light could actually be quite high, but also maybe not. Maybe just like 10.7. Damn, I could also see still remaining at, or maybe it could be 10.0. But no, I mean, TAM is better than the A1A1, so it can't be. But then there's some of you saying that this should be 9.7, which would then give us room to do the TAM at 10.0. Where's the HSTVL at? I don't think I added it to the document yet. And TAM to IP 10.3, there you go. See? 13.7 still probably isn't enough. We'll see. We're going to be the ones that find out, or I will. I'm not going to do the whole thing on stream. And then, I could see the regular Gepard moving to like 9.0 or 9.3 maybe. Let's just do that for now. Where's the TAM to IP? There it is. It is here. And the L44. Oh, I'm going to have fun with the term 3. Come here, you little rat. Come here, you little just gremlinous. Woe, Tenno upon thee. Become cuckolded. You absolute vehicle of all time. And then this should probably just be 10-3, same as the 1A5. And then also, yeah, 10-3. ITPSV 10.0. I can't steer to 18.0 because it's annoying to play with. Term 3 should be plus 0.7 to the regular Leopard 1. What do you mean A1? So at least 9.3, if not 9.7. I know that the 10.0 was kind of a joke. But when you think about it, though, like, hear me out. The Term 3 is better than the A1, is it not? What do you guys think? What do you guys legitimately think? Is the Term 3 better than the A1? Because the A1 is stabilized, has no laser, and has APF-STS. The Term 3 is also stabilized, has no laser, but it has no APF-STS, and it has a much faster reload with an autoloader and a 30mm coaxial. APS isn't reliable enough. I mean, you are right. The ammo choice is a factor. I wonder if the Term 3 could have ever fired APF-STS. Like, we could also assume that there could be a possibility of some shell changes. I mean, personally, for me, I do take the Term 3 over the A1. And then Liam over here says he takes the A1 over the Term 3. So, everyone's different. The Term 3 also has much more gun depression. It's definitely not better. I see what you guys are saying, though, for sure. I definitely see that it shouldn't be higher than the A1. Could just leave it at 9.7 for now. And the Term 3, yeah, definitely has way worse armor. Term 3 is uglier, so should be higher. Now, there's the logic I've been looking for. That's good stuff. 9.7 feels cool. I'm feeling a little bit quirked up. Would you guys like to talk about some challengers? So just bear in mind here that with 13.7 being the highest ground BR that we're theorizing with, I put the Chally 2, like first Chally 2s at 12.3 because I don't think they should fight 13.7s. Do you guys think this makes sense? And I don't really know if there's any challenger in the game that is really equivalent to a 2A7V. And I don't know if any of them should even be within one step of the 2A7V. Maybe even the 2E? I mean, it is the fastest. Right? What if I just absolute meanie move and put the test at 12.7? Ooh. It honestly could be the highest PR of all the Chally 2s. Like, that's what I was trying to say. Like, and also, like, why is the 2E not in its own path after the Vickers Mark 7? Like, come on now. Duh. Test 2 got that T-table, though. Sheesh. Where's the OES? Oh, I didn't put the OES in. Been unruly. No, man, 6 Chally 2s in a row? Come on. So what do you guys think about that? It feels kind of weird still, but it probably works. 12-7 for the early Challies because base Abrams shouldn't fight him. I mean, base Abrams do be looking pretty rough. T90 minus 0.3 would it be? Oh, yeah. 11-7. And Vickers Mark 7. This is 10-3. I probably just put it at the same BR as the 2A4. TTD is currently this far away from that in main game. This is not going to be that BR, obviously. I think it's, what is it, 9.0 right now or 9.3? 9.3. Desert Warrior stays 10-0 because it's bad. RIP. And then, you know, this is the current BR in the game, 10-3. And then the difference in these is just the shell that they fire, right? But should a Charlie Mark III really be the same BR as a Leopard 2A4? Base Abrams can move to light tank line and get M900. Do you think when we get the ground BR changes, they'll be anywhere near as thought out as this? Possibly not. Leave your Challies alone? Still kind of, I'm tentative about the Chally 2s. I kind of agree with the one guy that said they should be 12-7. I might just put that here just to be easier with it. Gaijin will be very, very unhappy because they don't like doing anything. 11-3 for the Charlie Mark 2 and 3. Well, one of them has a worse shell. And if we retain the worst shell, then... Or is the shell really that different? 2F and test to 12-7? Well, it's kind of like a... That's a bit of a shitty move. For a weight increase, you know? You just get heavier and then you go to a higher BR because you apparently have more protection. Exactly, Miles, right? That makes me almost tempted to move the 3TD up to 13.3 and the Black Knight so that we can move these to 12-7. But I don't know, though. The Challengers, they just have such a hit to mobility compared to the other MBTs. Like 2A6, 2PSO. Also, this is not final, and I think I want to revert that and put them all at 13.3. It's kind of weird. We can talk about it later, too. Hello, Bad Wolf. AMV to 14.0, please. You got it. Here you go, buddy. Nah. I don't know about this. The mobility is just... Hello, Jonathan. The mobility, and then you got to consider their weird first stage ammo size. I'm going to leave those at 12.3 for now. It's fine. And then this, so we lose the... Is the difference between the M1A2 and the HC really worth having them in a different BR, though? It's because M1A2 has a commander sight, Gen 1 thermal, and it has a different shell, right? Because this has A1 and this has A2, right? HC has no commander sight, yeah. Is the difference in shell and commander sight really worth one step, I'm actually kind of leaning towards a yes. So I think that's valid. That's a valid placement. And I'm going to move on from that. So the M1A1 AIM, I'm going to say it's better than the HC because it has better thermals. Thoughts? Thoughts and prayers, maybe? What do you guys think? Alignment must be perfect, or else I will cry. AIM should be the same BR as A2. Okay, cool. Just making sure I'm not like off base there with that thought process, you know? And then M1A1. Honestly, that should just be, well, theoretically, the reason these are at a different BR on live right now, because they are one step apart from each other on live, is that the HC theoretically has better armor on the turret. Right? But you only gain like a very useless APS. And now they all have access to the same shells too. Yo, see you later, placeholder. Thank you, brother. HC does have better armor, but is it worth one step? Is it truly worth one step? And then I'm leaving the IPM one separated from the M1A one because now, especially that the M1A one base model gets the MPAT round, which I believe it does, right? Definitely worth a step. Okay, and you do get an APS thingy and a dozer blade, so there's that. But that difference, the IPM one and the M1A one, especially because you have a smaller gun which does less damage. I mean, the penetration difference isn't that huge. So I think them being separated by one step makes sense. And then that base Abrams, of course, would be 2 steps below the IPM one, just because, like, or does that even make sense though? I don't know. I moved the M1 Abrams to 11.3 just because it's at 10.3, and I moved the 2A4 to 11.3 as well, so it like just made sense. But you can against the M1A1, I see. Should be 12.7, so the clickbait is also 12.7. Yeah, it is. M1 to 11.0? Nah. No, you little snake. 11.7 if it got a better show, right? Because it has 7.7.4, doesn't it? And then MBT 70. Here's the thing, though. Like, when you consider that the KPZ 70 exists, it has a 1.5 second faster reload. And is otherwise basically the same. I don't know. What I mean, like, it's a thing, man. That reload, 1.5 second advantage reload, having the reload on the MBT 70, 7.5 seconds, right? It puts you below the reload rate of other vehicles. Or not below, like slower than the reload of other things that you face. And then the KPZ 70 is faster every time. I don't think they should be the same BR. Maybe I'm being a little too logical though. And then XM1 in this case, honestly, probably would just be 10.3. Not gonna lie. Exactly, Soup. Yeah. I should move SEP down to 13 because the Tusk makes it so much worse. Interesting. Nah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. What do you guys think about this really quick about the Leopards, right? So 2A7V, that's our North Star when you think about it. 13.7, 2A7V, best tank in the game, highest BR. So then the 2A5, 2A6, those are going to be the same BR regardless because they're really not different at all. But it shouldn't be two steps, right? Because like the two, like 13.0 or 13.3 for these other Leopard 2s. It's a conundrum in my mind. Ocean, I'm not sure how long it took. But it has been 7,300 hours of gameplay, so. And I really, like, I don't take the PSO over the 2A6. I usually take the 2A6 and then PSO, but then again, I also would prefer the 2PL and 2A4M over the PSO. And then there's you guys with the 13.3 and then 13.0, which I don't know about that. PSO should be same BR as 2A7 to kind of have a lineup. No, they're just not the same though. PSO and 2A7V, they're just like, those two especially are definitely not like closer to each other. No way 2A6 lower than SEP. Yeah, so 13.3. Yeah. I'm very tempted though to make the 2PL 13.0 and maybe keep the 2A4M at 12.7 because it does have worse armor by like a lot. PL is actually really good. Two A6 is worse than the SEP. Okay, you know, I hear what you're saying though. I actually. Oh, Entrails here. Hello. That is Entrail. I think I actually see what you're saying there about the 2A6 being worse than the Abrams, than the SEP. What do you guys think about this? If I move the 2A6 down, I would definitely personally move all of these three down at the same time. It's kind of it's a conundrum. 2A6 SEP should be same BR. So what's the SEP over the 2A6? The SEP has better thermals and faster reload. Probably has better mobility, right? And it also has a larger safe ammo stowage amount and pretty much a side grade shell. What's the other thing? Oh yeah, the MPAT round. So I mean, the SEP does have much higher utility than the 2A6. We got to be realistic about that. Survivability. 2A6 also has a spall liner in the turret. Abrams has none. Somewhat better hull on Abrams. Yeah, technically. 829A2 over DM53 any day. You guys are really swaying me with these arguments here. But its weak spot is massive. This is also true. It also has 1 degree more of gun depression, which I know is like not a huge difference, but it is a difference nonetheless. Maybe like a 2A7, but not 2A7V would be 13.3. It's really a toss-up. That we don't want them to fight. Yeah, exactly. The down tiers is what we got to think about. Abrams also gets 50 cal. If it was up to you, you would put it at 13.7, but that'd be controversial. It is really good. There's no denying that. It's a toss-up. Yeah, I'm going to just say 13.3. 13.3, it feels right to me. That's what I was thinking initially when I was like, you know, imagining doing this. They also have no teammates. Only Flarakra in the lineup. I know, it is strange. Many things to consider. I like the placement of Leo 2PL too, because it does have a very good turret. And the 2A form has worse armor. You could make an argument for them to both be 12-7. 2PL 13-3? No, definitely not. It's got a worse shell. It's better mobility, though, than the 2A5, right? Oh, yeah. That's good water. 2PL has a kind of bad shell, TBH. I mean, it's in the 500 mils a pen. You know what? And so is the 2A4M, though. Like, like, it's interesting, but it does have worse armor, but it's also, I'm very strongly considering just putting this at 13-0 and just leaving it. Just do it. Oh yeah, Entrail. I haven't touched that one yet. Let me do that for you. I didn't do either of these yet. So PT16. So I believe we have the 2K at 11-0. So what if this is also 11-0 and then this is 10-7? And then you got to remember too that the 2A4 is 11-3. Same BR as 2A4 minimum. Oh, I see what you're saying. Because PT16 has a autoloader, well, not an autoloader, sorry, a laser rangefinder, right? But no thermals. Two A7V could be 11-0 then. That seems reasonable for it. No laser? Oh, I thought it was something weird like that, yeah. No laser? Doesn't it? 2AV should be 10-7? Interesting. Then it would be the same BR as a T72B, which... interesting. Interesting. It did get its reload buffed, to be fair. I'll be fine with that for now. But this has no... It really could be 10-7, though. You're right. Should definitely not be 10-7, he says. Let's do these just for fun. Since we're over here. Class 3, my beloved. VT12 Gaming. I mean, at least 10-0, right? Or no, at least 9-7? What did it say this cursed thing was? 8-7? Okay. That would keep it at the same BR as before, basically. Same relative. $9.7, yeah, that's what I was like, I guess. Yeah, sure. Class 3P, it should probably be 10-3. Because it's not as good as the Rad. But it's still very good. And then whatever the Leopard 1A5, because I believe this is just a Leopard 1A5 with playing dress up. So that'll be fine. Okay. I'm going to go to the bathroom. So I'll be back in just a moment. Which one do you guys want to fight about? Let's fight about Italy. Let's fight about here. Somebody will get mad if I leave it on this. Probably. Be right back. Oh, hi there, chat. Yeah, this was from something earlier. Yeah, 13.3. Cool. In a minute, I would like to get the rest of the nations in here so that we can look at some other vehicles as well. Just going to expand these separators so my eyes are pleased. Christian 2, I can get that one in here pretty easily. I just forgot it. Oh. And then the artboard. So many vehicles. So little time. So little space. Hello, Havoc. Let us move these to the side. Yes. Anybody have any comments on Ariete P being 11.3 when it has a better shell but slightly worse armor than the 2A4? It has better mobility, technically. I do have the Chieftain in here, but I didn't do it yet. These boys are 10-3, I believe, in this theoretical land of wonder and fun. It has less horsepower. Yeah, it does have less horsepower, but it also weighs less. Oh, this is not going to be 12.3, by the way. Let's just put it 11.3 randomly. You feel like it's on par with the 2A4. That's what I was thinking too, of course, which is why I put it at 11.3. I think it makes enough sense. KF41. I think if we have our theoretical Puma 1A2, which is a Puma with spikes, we have this at 12.0. Let's just assume we have it at 12.0, then I think the KF41 should be a full BR lower than it. And the main reason why is because the KF41 has its crew in the turret, which basically makes it kind of useless. Maybe 11.3? It's just like having your crew in the turret is just like a death sentence. It's terrible. It does the same thing at long range. You are correct about this. You are correct. You are speaking very much big truths. Let me get the Christian 2 in here in just a second. Just want to get these guys Bing chilling. Very cool. Forget about the VRCC. He's a weird guy. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing as long as for the 11.3 or definitely nice. Well, yeah, for the yeah. There should definitely be a difference. The KF41 should be lower. The question is just how much lower. I did make the Christian 2 already. Wrong. I guess I'll get the 9105 in here. Also. Medium tanks. This is Russia. Why you take me back to Russia? Cool. 122B plus. Be my snap point for me, thank you. Isn't the Italian 1i5 ever so slightly better? It does have a laser warning receiver, right? Italian 1A5, that's its difference. It's laser warning receiver. Okay, well, CV9105 is I'm very tempted to put 9105 as better than the 2A4s, like put it at 11.7, but we'll see about that. Yo, what's up, Dark? And the T80U is 12.3, so I guess this T80U would stay 12.3 as well. It has a worse shell, though, doesn't it? It's not the biggest problem ever for that vehicle, I'm sure. Does fine without it. So many BRs now. Goodness. 105 NO. I don't believe it has a laser warning receiver, no. Yo, what's up, Thunderclips? I'm chilling. Just having a good time. Messing around with balancing this game in a theoretical sense. Buttons. Yes. You little rat vehicle here. I mean, isn't it Gen 2 thermals, commander, gunner? Its gun handling is kind of bad, or at least I remember it as being kind of bad. 9105 could definitely be 11.7. That's what I'm saying, bro. Gen 2, yeah. Gen 2, that's right. And then this thing up here is just going to be 10.3 because it's like whatever, dude. Is it just me or the 1A5 is like such an underwhelming, just like meh vehicle? It's pretty chill at the same BR as the terms. Yo, what's up, Moogs? I know CTCV 105 has incredible gun handling. I would probably put it at 11.3 though. Just because it has no commander thermals, but then again, that would maybe. For a while, I was thinking I was in the belief that the 9105 and the CTCV should not be the same BR because the CTCV's gun handling is so insane. But then again, it also has no commander thermals, so that's the trade-off right there, where that would keep them maybe at the same BR. CV90-105 could also maybe get a better shell, but it just has that mobility and the everything. It's just like, come on. It's at least on par with a 2A4. Gun handling is quite bad, though. Okay, let's bring in... What should I bring in? Thinking maybe France or China or something. Let's talk Leclerc, yeah? You guys want to talk about Leclerc? And then I'll bring in some of the light tanks too, and other stuff. Mr. Vextra SK might as well. AMX-10RC just for fun. Not going to do all of them right now. MBT2K. Thunderclips, I do have YouTube memberships, yeah. Might as well just throw in the ITO, even though we know what BR it's going to be already. Just for funsies. And then the premium VBCI. BR is incorrect, but it's kind of a little old. And then Mr. MX30 Super, yeah. Please align yourselves. Do not be unruly now. Bransky getting Apache? What are you guys talking about over there? Strange people. Right. Well, the Leclerc Sexy is obviously the best one. And the Azure, while technically being just like an ultra side grade. Talking about Benelux? Oh. I would really love it if the Azure was like foldered under the S2. That would make the most sense for me. AMX40 is in a different line for whatever reason. Isn't it rank 7 or is it rank 6? Isn't it like this? Or something? And this thing's over here. It should be below or foldered, yeah. Isn't the Azure at the end of the tree right now? So dumb. So dumb. This thing is rank 6, right? And then Mr. Ito. Guess I'll just make it make sense. I think this is how it's laid out in the actual game. With the Santal in the same rank as that, I believe. And Vextra. I think we put the SK at 9.7 over there. The Azure was such a slap in the face. Yeah. Implemented in a very silly way as usual. Okay, what happens when I paste those? Are they actually going to retain their position? Very nice. If I'm open to adjusting the order of tanks, you should switch SEP and SEP V2. I think I heard one of you guys suggested that already, and I was like, I don't know. I like the looks of the SEP V2 being after the SEP. It could be foldered. Realistically, is it not foldered right now? Kind of silly. Is French top tier worth it? Yes. French top tier, very good. Anyways, let's talk Leclerc. Where should these even be? Considering that the 2A7V is 13.7 and the 2A6 is 13.3. I could easily see the Leclerc's being 13.3. However, there's a part of me that wants to make these ones 13.0. And like, obviously, there's not a huge difference between these vehicles at all, but the S21 has Gen 2 Commander sight. That's the big difference between all the Leclercs. You still kind of want 2A5 and 6 13.0? Leclerc is so weak, it should stay 13.0? Interesting. What do we do with the Arietes? Oh yeah, weren't a lot of you guys, I saw some of you saying that you think the all the 122s should just be the same BR because of the Spall liner. It's pretty valid. Yo, what's up, Jabes? Welcome. You thought they all had Commander Thermal? No. Leclerc, S1, S2, Azure don't have Commander Thermal. S21's the only one, but other than that, they're pretty much all identical to each other. So I don't know. Like, should they even be different or should they be the same? They have. So like, remember this. That the Leclerc, this one right here, has the highest power to weight ratio, best mobility of any top tier MBT. Right? So you got to remember that the mobility is insane, and the gun handling's been fixed, so it's on par almost with a 2A6. And it has Gen 2 thermals and a 5-second reload with a 22 deep magazine. And a decent amount of gun depression too, 8 degrees of gun depression. It's like basically the same as a Leopard. It has some trolley arm. It has trolley survivability. And this is why I put this one at 13.3. And this is still like kind of, I mean, like realistically, they could all be 13.3. Because like having Commander thermals, I know there's a lot of people out there that would probably say Commander thermals don't make a difference. No, it's actually 5 seconds, Zach. It's they changed it. But like it's a difficult choice. I personally highly value Commander thermals. Leclerc should probably be higher BR than M1A1 AM. Yeah, and that's what I put that at. 13.0. I think 13.3 is actually quite fair. S21 to 13.7, well, It's not better than the... Oh yeah, and Gaijin has it like this, but Gaijin is very silly. I'll just do that just for the sake of it being the same as the game. Yeah, S21 at 13.7. I don't think it should because of the 122s and the 2A7s. What did someone just say? It was the Discord invite link. Oh, I didn't know that was broke. Anyways, AMX 40. So the 2A4 is 11.3. I could either see the AMX 40 at 11.0 or 10.7. And then these things, I mean, the AMX 32 is just so ungodly slow. So this thing's going to be like 10.3. And then probably 10 over that. Maybe. AMX 40 have really awkward gun handling? Yes, but it's very, very fast. 40 is not on par with 2A4. Definitely not on par with 2A4. I know that much because the gun handling is like terrible. Yeah. I could see this. Would I choose 13.7 instead of 13.0 for the top BR? 13.7 was my choice because that's the highest BR in the game currently with 13.7 aircraft. So I just felt like, and ground, it could honestly even use like 14.7. So, isn't this thing 9.0 in the... Again, anyways, that was my reasoning for that. I mean, personally for me, the AMX 32 is just so fucking slow. So matching up the BRs made sense to me in my little brain. It's like, gonna increase the max BR? Well, you just might as well do the other max BRs in the game. Makes sense. Makes sense, man. I should really get the other Centaros in here. That would be fun. Air could use 15.0. Huh. How much decompression is too much decompression where lineups aren't a thing anymore? I've actually kind of thought about that a little bit before. Not enough to like come up with a decision, but I recognized it and was like, oh yeah, that's it's a bit of a predicament. How much is too much? And there would definitely be a point where it was too much. There totally would be a point where you go too far and you do too much separation, spreading. Like, I don't know if 15.0 would make sense unless we get more and more, like, another generation of vehicles, really. Not just a few more top tier vehicles, just like a whole nother generation. So this thing would be 10.7 based on its current BR on live of 9.7. $15.0 for air, but not ground. Interesting. Very interesting, my friend. Please align yourself peacefully. Are these in rank? Because this would be rank 6? Yeah. I'm not sure if this is actually rank 7, but it's going to go there for now. Making T14 unrealistically good. Yeah. Next, all the lower BR vehicles. No! We should balance it based on the cards we're dealt. Yeah. It's not rank 7? Yoink. Oh, that makes sense because of the RCC. Haha. Hee hee. Very silly YouTuber. Literally clueless. I'll probably make these look better later. Much later. What do we really think about this BR placement for the Arietes, though? Because if you wanted the Arietes to not fight the 2A7s, you would have to put them all at 12.3, which I don't think... Because, to be fair, like, this has DM53, very good mobility, a laser warning receiver, Gen 2 gunner and commander thermals. AMV might be too high. It could be. I think the regular Ariete and PSO, though, are cool at 12.3. Drop the M53 and give it 43. Well, the AMV also has the CL 4150 whatever shell. It just, like, has terrible armor. They're really, like, nowhere near as good as a 2A7. You know? But the... does the mobility difference of the AMV really give it a leg up over the other ones? Let's just assume the AMV could have its shell changed easily. I mean, these have DM53 as well. They don't need to have that. They could just get the CL round. Cent 120 being the same BR as the AMV doesn't make sense to you? I could see that. It does have 6 degrees of gun depression, but it has a fast reload, good thermals. I mean, same thermals as the AMV, but it is a wheeled vehicle, and wheeled vehicles are quite not good. Could be 12.3. That would also mean it doesn't see top tier. $13.0 though for the 9120. I think that's very, very necessary and acceptable. And let's try to get a final decision on these here, because realistically, no, these aren't very different. These vehicles, they're realistically not very different from each other, right? You get this composite package, which I know a lot of people probably say saves them a lot. So I am actually really leaning towards 13.7 for all of these. Because they got the full spall liner. Don't they? They all have the full spall liner. I literally made a video on this like a couple days ago, so I should know. And this one has a utility item, and this one has some composite armor. They have a good shell, but they all have kind of shitty thermals. Let's just leave that. So let's leave that. 122A at 13.3? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. It feels better than this one being 13.3 as well. It's kind of a weird, it could be considered a weird balance choice, maybe. Yeah, the 122B Plus does have better composites, but it's like not a huge enough difference in my opinion. ITO 90. And then Roland. Now the other Roland in the German tree, we put it at 11.3. 3 kind of tentatively. And then it could be lower. It could honestly go to 11.0. Since they're not very good, would that give us like... Yeah, that would give coverage of AAs in the tech tree. No, the Roland was 10.3, and this one was 9.7. So it could just go to 10.7. It's an easy enough choice. Yo, what's up, Rimin? Rimin? Ryman? Rose Ryman too much. Tunguska used to be 11.0, now it's 11 or 10.7. I changed the way that I made my cards, and so like one of them is like a different size. Slightly annoying. This thing's been at 9.7 in the German tree. Mm-hmm. Indeed. How long have I been doing this? 2.5 hours. Dude, Tyler, literally as I was thinking that, I was like, how long have I been doing this? You have questions as well. Valid. Could be break time. Bit of a weird stream too, so might as well not keep it extremely long. I will keep working on this. It was fun though. I enjoy this. Anyone else had a good time? Anyone gonna do some homework? Come to me with some suggestions next time I do this? Absolutely. Much needed changes. Yeah, I hope I can maybe propose this and have some influence on something. That'd be pretty cool. Because things need to change. Yeah, they got to send me. Yeah, I need to request compensation from Gaijin for doing the work for them. Of course. Okay, everyone. Goodbye. It was nice. Next time. Have a good day.